are high on the agenda these days. Transition information sessions are about supporting parents when their children start primary school or move to secondary school.
Transitional information sessions is essentially a project about providing information for parents at key transition points in their children and young people's lives. It's about ensuring that information is available for parents at a point when they're very interested in receiving information in terms of what's the next stage for their children and for themselves, really. I think it benefits parents and carers in many ways. It really lays that positive foundation in terms of home-school communication and relationship. And for parents that haven't had a very positive experience with school themselves, it can really turn that curve for them and ensure that, school is a welcoming and friendly place for parents to come to and get information. I think one of the really key learning aspects of the project has been the impact that parents can have on their children's learning, and that's a very empowering message for parents to hear.
The TIS project gives us 6 key things to think about when planning for transition sessions. Number 1, consultation.
It's about making sure that parents get the right kind of sessions that answer the questions and provide them with the information that they need.
Number 2, content.
Making sure that the sessions are fun, exciting, interesting, informative.
Number 3, reaching everybody.
Ensuring that all parents are engaged in this process, particularly those that wouldn't normally come into the schools, and looking at innovative ways that you can engage harder to reach parents.
Number 4, accessibility.
Ensuring that the needs of parents are met in terms of creche facilities, transport, interpreters, so to really have a good think about how to make sessions accessible to all parents.
Number 5, training.
Communicating the project around the school, around the locality and the community to make sure that as many people as possible are involved in the project.
And number 6, following up.
These sessions are not just a one-off, they're about longevity. It's about ensuring that the project is here to stay and it's embedded in the culture of the school and the community.
There's no set way to run the sessions. It's what's right for you and your parents in your area. Which is why it's so important to find out what they need.
I think you can be really innovative with this project, and I've seen schools do all kinds of things in terms of having pamper days, music evenings, social events, but also tagging onto a really good fun social event, some information sessions as well, and that might be taster sessions around parenting or helping your child learn or ICT, but giving parents something social and fun but something informative as well. I think that works really well, that combination.
Transition information sessions sit easily within the wider parenting strategy in your local area.
Local authorities are all working on their parenting strategies at the moment, and I think that the transition information sessions for parents is a real key aspect of that, because it's about information for parents, and it's so important that parents have access to information, particularly at transition points. I think that information leads into access to services. It's a gateway, if you like, parents to receive information and then go on to access services that are appropriate for them. So I think that it dovetails really well into overarching parenting strategies.
Successful transition is a way of reaching mothers and fathers. Building positive relationships with parents and children so that in the long run, it makes life in school and at home that little bit easier.
I think it can have a tremendous impact on schools that have taken part in this project. Sometimes in really small ways, that parents come into the school rather than standing at the school gate because they feel that relationship has changed between themselves and the school. That parents feel more inclined to get involved in school activity, become part of the school governance. And likewise, I think that teachers and schools have really seen the benefit of parents becoming more involved in their school communities. And now what we want to see is some real cultural change. We want to see this kind of work embedded in all schools, in all local authorities across the country, so that information for parents and open schools for parents to come in and talk to teachers and staff and get information is just a normal part of how schools operate in our communities.